sort of party are you hoping to have tonight, Commander? I could set things up for quiet conversation, or would you prefer a more energetic evening?
Hey, we're back to the beginning of the party here. Before we end off the DLC, apparently whether you do quiet or energetic changes the party entirely. So I thought, well, it's near the end of the trilogy anyway, so I think it would be nice if we could see all the well, not all, but a different variation of parties just really end it off here. So we're gonna go back to the beginning of the party, do a quiet one, and see how it plays out.
Let's keep things relaxed.
Certainly, Commander. I'll ensure music remains at an appropriate volume and arrange for some refreshments. I will also modify my appearance to be more festive.
But quietly. Quiet party might be a little bit too refined for this crowd. Some of these people are really rowdy.
Hey, come on in. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for the invite.
Make yourselves at home.
Thank you.
Happy to be here, Shepard.
Just phase in and out, why don't you? So the beginning portion might be the same. Let's see.
Nice ink, but you got a long way to go to catch up.
Nah, I just got this when I lost my squad a few years ago. Hey, what's the story behind that? And how far down does it go?
Tactful, as always.
What? Just wondering. I like tattoos.
Well, you should see the other.
I've never wondered about that, but that is a question that you would normally wonder about in your head and not ask a person just because it's a little bit too awkward. Okay, different conversations, slightly.
Hey, Shepard. You gonna have a drink?
Sure. How's everyone doing?
Great so far. This is really nice.
It's very soothing. It's great.
Quiet.
After the excitement of the mission, it's a good quiet, right?
Seriously? We could ramp it up a little, Shepard.
Relax, the night is young. I like it like this.
You got it, boss. I'm just happy to be kicking back.
I think normally though at a party, maybe there's sections where it's quieter and then there's sections where it's louder, just based on, well, if there's a lot of loud music going on, then the people who like quiet will probably just go into another room, right?
So, where'd you propose?
I haven't yet. Seriously? I want to do it right. Not on some backwater rock planet with some ring pumped out of a fabricator. My plan is, Shepard gets me and Bryn into the council chambers. We do a picnic under the cherry blossoms. Then comes the question.
Oh, your plan relies on me helping you though, and I don't remember you asking me for help yet. So the conversations here were the same, but I didn't hear this part before.
So Joker set you free, right? Do you ever get hassled for being a real deal AI?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
I asked directions from that bot on the way here.
Is that supposed to be Avina? Oh, you do a wicked impression, Edie. That was great.
So, do you have infiltration software that lets you fake being drunk?
Yes, though it is rudimentary. The planned strategy was to avoid social situations where naturalism would come under scrutiny.
I want to see it.
You are seeing it now.
Man, some Cerberus programmer phoned that one in.
You know, the high heels on that robot have always been a little bit weird. It just seems like the heels are not in the right place. It's horizontal, not vertical.
Don't listen to this fossil. The only thing he could defeat is a glass of warm milk. Ha! I got head lice bigger than you, Junior.
We should leave these two lovebirds alone.
Let's not. I'd rather not buy new furniture.
Oh, it's there's no headbutting because we have a quieter conversation, I guess. It's a quiet party. Don't do any violent things.
So, Leora, is this the Tassoni Shepard love nest? I hope we aren't interrupting anything you two might have been planning.
Whatever the species, males never change, do they?
Perhaps it's a good thing we Asari don't have any.
Not my problem.
Yeah, Garrus, we're planning sexy pillow fights here every single day. You want to join? Well, you don't get to. I just realized you get a different set of ambient or like, you know, the side conversations before talking to the group and after talking to the group.
Trainer, do people ever have a hard time understanding your accent?
I wish
wish they did. Something about an English accent says, I'm available, please hit on me.
Yes!
Even when I'm not on Earth.
Check it out.
If I had a credit for every amorous attempt I've had to reject over the centuries, I could purchase the Citadel.
When I was an archaeology student, I found galactic dialects to be fascinating. All of the phonetic variants.
It's the last thing we should talk about at a party.
Well, with the translator implants and all that, I feel like maybe not many people would really appreciate all the dialects and whatever now. A bit of a shame. Yeah, so there's actually like a lot of different sets of dialogue here if you want to talk. If you don't, I will talk to the group.
Did you really just say that?
So, Shepard, keeping the hard liquor under lock and key?
Otherwise, I'd have to drive you all home.
Are we sure the Normandy is still there? Has anyone else tried to steal it?
Stealing the Normandy. Now there's an idea.
Wait, what? Who? I must admit, I still feel like something of an outsider. You all have such a history with Shepard.
It's mostly a lot of running and shooting, and usually somewhere in there, a button needs pushing, but Shepard always hogs that part.
Yes, a history of close calls, narrow escapes, and more near-death encounters than I care to remember.
By that measure, Shepard would have made a good Justicar.
I remember first meeting Shepard. All I kept thinking was, I hope she took a shower, because my filter needs replacing, and humans carry a lot of germs.
3 years later, you're eating her food. I'd call that progress.
Hey, Samara said I would be good Justicar material. She didn't say I was sleeping with everybody on the planet. And in the galaxy.
Okay, I admit. When I first heard about it, I thought Archangel was some sort of mascot for a perfume company.
Glad I got your hopes up, Tally. When I first heard about it, I thought the Shadow Broker was a shadow boxer. I pictured some sort of Elcor punching bag.
And that's exactly what the galaxy should keep thinking. Not that I have a personal interest in it or anything.
Oh, Liara, I think everybody here knows you're the Shadow Broker. It's not exactly a well-kept secret.
Shepard?
Yeah. Okay, so I think that will be the beginning. Starting the party is pretty similar.
Commander.
Little differences here and there, judging on, whether you have the liquor out or not, but here's your little bow tie. It's the same. You're always festive.
Your guests appear to be enjoying this relaxed atmosphere. Would you like me to keep everything at its current intensity?
Yeah.
This is nice. Let's keep things laid back.
Yes, Commander.
Ah, here we go. People in different spots. Grunt? Who's screening my door then? Nobody. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Can we go all...
You should really upgrade the security.
Oh my god! I can't go all the way outside, no. So where are the people waiting? Where are the people looking to get inside? Where is that spot? I have no clue. Hi, guys.
Drink. I'm drinking. But it's not a drinking game. Afraid to lose? Nothing to do with fear. I know I'll lose. Logic is for Solarians. The great Urdnot Rex is back down from the challenge. I never accepted the damn... Fine.
Come on.
Drink. Fair warning, Grunt. My first liver dried up years ago on account of this stuff. I'm sure both of yours are still pink and squeaky like baby pie jacks. Quit stalling, old man. Drink.
But you've got 3 more, so it's alright.
How about that one? On the arm there? Got that taking some knives off a gang of drunk Batarians. They figured they could stop me from collecting the bounty on their boss. Idiots. So, this one's from 2 Krogan that had a problem with me running Arlac Company. They learned to live with it. Turns out only one of them had to. You're all right, Grunt.
They're still talking about battling and war and scars and all that. Guys, let's talk about sharks and dinosaurs.
Shepard? That's it. Shepard.
Grunt.
Shepard.
Rex.
Commander Shepard. Shepard.
Rex. Grunt.
Shepard. Shepard.
Grunt.
Shepard.
Rex.
Commander Shepard. Shepard.
It's looping.
Grunt.
Shepard.
Haven't gotten all dressed up in a while. It's nice.
Like back in...
Shepard.
Oh my god.
Shepard.
Rex.
Okay, let's get out of here. Back in Mass Effect 1, that's how we always ended... Oh! That's how we always ended off the conversations with Rex. It would be like... Shepard, Rex, and then we'd stop.
Shepard.
Protheans can read the smallest details of our environment. Tattooed human, I would like to touch you.
I'm not nearly drunk enough for that.
You then, shuttle pilot. How about you?
Why is Javik getting all touchy-feely?
Hey, collector-looking asshole. Maybe go touch yourself.
That does not happen until the end of the party.
Ew, not in my house, Javik. God.
Shepard.
Edie, what can I get you? Anything? Let me get you something.
That is not necessary, Steve.
I can't tell if you're having a good time.
I am observing displays of complex social entropy. So yes, I am having a good time.
Just collecting a lot of information on all of us.
Shepard.
Hi. You guys chilling out?
Is this real leather? It feels like real leather.
Oh my god, she's everywhere. How y'all doing? A very strange combination of people here.
Commander!
Javik?
Apologies. I have been drinking the provided drinks.
Sure. You might want to tap the brakes a little. Everyone having a good time?
Will there be food available soon?
You're hungry, Edie?
No. However, my research suggests that serving intoxicants without nourishment is considered unwise.
I could eat.
In my cycle, we had food. Many of varieties.
You feeling okay?
I am Prothean. I never feel okay. Though this drink is changing that.
The drink looks so strange.
Know what I could go for? Fish and chips. Greasy, salty, crispy, flaky, melt in your mouth.
Yes, that. Let's get that.
Shall I arrange some fish and chips, Shepard?
Steve, is that your favorite?
Actually, I'm a dessert guy. My aunt used to make this chocolate lava bomb cake.
When I first escaped from Cerberus, I found these chocolate chip cookies at a store. Ripped through the whole damn thing.
Nothing in this cycle compares to the food of my people.
Yes,
Maybe you should get
Javik.
cooking then, Javik.
Most of our ingredients are extinct. Except Krogan. Sorry. Durian. Varian. And Corian. Is there any we could spare?
I hope you don't feel left out, Edie.
I've been employing a socialization protocol feature that came with this unit. It is called Smile and Nod.
Okay. I'll see about arranging more food then.
You know, forget food. This bar is impressive. Let's crack open this bad boy and see what we can come up with.
Beverages. More would be preferable to me. Not.
Let's cool down a little bit, have a quiet night.
I'll check for more snacks when I get a chance.
Thanks. When you get around to it. No rush.
Can I actually?
Nice party. And relax a bit yourself, okay?
We'll see.
I'm very relaxed.
So, talking about food at a party, like, for fun.
Bored.
Is there a place I can go light something on fire?
Fireplace is right there.
Nah, it's not the same.
Oh, she is so bored. I think most people, the quiet people at an energetic party, they're not gonna complain as much as people who are energetic at a quiet party. So that's why we're seeing complaints here. But we don't care. We run a dictatorship here. It is not a democracy, so too bad.
Hey, no touching, asshole.
I mean no harm, tattooed human. I have read you.
You don't need to read me. Just ask and I'll tell you exactly what I think.
Yes, this is what I have read.
Yeah, ask. Gotta ask people for permission, okay? You can't just go around touching them. Javik.
Is everyone all right? Can I get anyone anything?
Steve, I will prepare everything. Do not worry.
Steve, get me a double. Make yours a double too. Let's kick this shit up.
A party to me is like synonymous with energeticness, so it is a little bit... I wouldn't use the word party to describe something a bit quieter. Maybe...
Hello, Shepard.
A gathering, a hangout. Alright, you guys have fun, and Jack, please don't break my furniture. Ooh, what an unlikely pairing.
This place is a goddamn joke.
Sightlines aren't bad.
Check it out. One point in its favor, and I'm supposed to be impressed. And what the hell is this supposed to be?
I didn't buy it. Ask Anderson.
I think it's art.
Oh, art, eh? Okay, I see now. Sure, art. I like it.
Really? This one kind of reminds me of the Leviathan, and then this one... Somebody went crazy with the paint bucket.
Fuck, I could go for a few more of these.
Oh.
What are you guys doing over here?
Looking at this poor excuse of an apartment, that's what.
What's wrong with it?
What would you do if another one of your clones broke in here, eh? Offer them a cup of tea?
There are too many windows, and they're too big. Makes it easy for someone to track your movement. But it's got potential. Be easy to set up a defensible position over there.
I'd extend the wall out. Prevent someone sticking you in the back.
Good idea. Wish I could have done that back in the day on Omega.
Why don't you two relax and enjoy the party? The apartment's fine.
Fine. Suppose tomorrow it's Liara's clone that comes after you.
I would be okay with that.
Or Joker.
Yeah, him. Twitchy little guy. Might already be a clone. An evil one at that.
All right, have fun.
Joker? What are they gonna mimic? Are they gonna clone the brittle bones?
Shepard, you moved the Normandy's main battery into here, and I think I'm home.
Hey, this is my home, Garrus. You can come over, but not every day.
Of course.
It's okay.
Classy. And expensive.
Well, you really are everywhere. Oh my god. This is... What even is this? I don't know. I don't know. As long as you guys are having fun, I guess.
What about over there?
It would work if there wasn't a point of entry right there.
So, we barricade it off. Maybe install a tripwire.
You're a genius, Vakarian, I swear it.
Bit of a shame that you two didn't see each other back when you were both on Omega, huh? Chill out though, chill out. This is what happens to people that Shepard hires. We're all really professional here, and all they think about is their job. They have no hobbies outside of their jobs.
Shepard.
Hi, Garrus. Ooh. Hey, Ash and James are actually separate today. Okay, nobody in my bedroom. Which one is my bedroom anyway? This one, I guess?
So, Edie said you found her voice attractive.
Oh my god.
Actually, she said the word you used was like, or something.
That was when I thought she was a VI. Anyway, you'd just better treat her right, Moreau.
Oh, somebody jealous? I think you had a better shot when she looked like a holographic chess piece, trainer.
I wouldn't have said chess piece precisely. But listen, the point is, you hate AIs. You had to overcome all your hang-ups, whereas I was totally fine with AIs to begin with.
Really?
Other fish in the sea, trainer.
Not with that voice. It's like feeling smoky satin slide across your skin in soft candlelight. Just.
Yeah, that's good to get
I see we had to breach the topic in a different way, and then Trainer would open up. That was a problem. Edie caught her off guard. She seems to be completely okay with talking about it now.
I heard the footfall, and I knew that it was you, Shepard.
Oh, Samara.
I've thought about it.
Samara, it's too early for meditation. Ugh. Come sit over here. There's people here.
Wait, are you two arguing over Edie?
No.
Probably not.
Okay, you know she smashed my head against the side of a shuttle?
No, twice. I heard it from Liara.
That was like forever ago. Plus, it wasn't Edie back then.
It's really unfair of you to even bring it up.
Yeah, what the hell was I thinking? Probably just brain damage making me touchy.
Apology accepted.
You know, it's not healthy to just bottle these things up.
The hell is up? Still creepy, Kasumi.
Well, I'm glad you two were drunk enough to finally deal with this.
Oh, we weren't planning to deal with it.
We're just happy giving each other shit.
We can call Edie over and you can discuss your feelings like mature adults.
Yeah.
What?
No.
That would be weird.
Just no.
You don't think she knows? You guys, she's the Normandy AI. She sees every extranet site you browse.
Note to self, delete browser history.
I can show you how to set up an automated task for that.
There's some camaraderie here in trying to mask their intentions from Edie or something. Yeah, it's really about Edie embarrassing Trainer last time, but this time, she's not here, so it's all good. And I love how they put Ash here about the head smashing. God.
Not drinking. Is this because of your bone thing?
Yeah, I'm afraid I might get tanked and then pull a gun on Shepard to protect Udina. Hang on, you did that sober.
Oh my god. Guys, Ashley is a friend.
You guys are great. When I'm on a mission, there's nobody I'd rather have back on the ship.
And there's nobody we'd rather have down on the front lines getting shot at than you, Ash.
Dodging grenades, getting your face all smashed up by robots.
You guys are dicks.
Yeah, you guys are actually just assholes. What the hell? Trainer and Joker, don't put them together. Note it for future reference.
So we're never talking about this again, right?
Absolutely not.
Right. Wait, absolutely not you're agreeing with me, or absolutely not we are talking about this again?
Shut up, Moreau.
Wait till the next party. The next time we start drinking.
Hello, Commander.
And they're sober right now, too. There's a few drinks here, but nothing too intense.
Shepard?
Yeah, have fun. Have fun, guys.
It is so pleasant here. Sitting by oneself and listening to the enjoyment of others can be quite calming.
It can be, but I feel like since there's a lot of people today, and you can meditate at home all the time anyway, let's enjoy the party a little bit more. That's why we do energetic parties, but the quiet party, that's what this is like.
Not enjoying the party, Samara?
Oh yes, Shepard, I am. Although not in the same way as the others, perhaps. Are you worried about me? Don't be. I only stepped away for a moment to use the restroom, and then I found this quiet corner. Reflecting on one's place in the universe while a party rages within reach can feel oddly self-affirming.
Meditating isn't often considered party behavior.
Perhaps. I don't attend many parties, to be honest.
Then I'm flattered.
Your influence in my life causes me to be drawn to you, no doubt. Know that as long as I am able, I will come to you whenever you call. Always.
Thank you. Now get back out there and have some fun.
I will. I promise.
If you weren't so noble and all that, I would make some awful joke about how there's a bedroom right here and that you and me should just walk right in it. Oh, I guess I said it out loud anyway. Okay, Samara, enjoy yourself. Alright, what's going on down here? We all good? Come on, guys, now is the time to use the sandbag, but there's nobody here.
Hey, fucking drink something.
Jack just swore in the ambient dialogue. She's like, freaking. Whoa.
I really need to avoid dairy.
Not your thing?
Of course, the SR2 is much bigger, so they upgraded the ventilation system. More of a...
That's actually what it sounds like.
There is a lot more space now.
But if you move further up, it's more of a...
A what?
You have to imagine my arms are the wings.
Of course. Over by the med bay.
Exactly.
They're understanding each other. Maybe I shouldn't disturb them.
I mean, the original Normandy was a big deal.
Along with its commander being the first human Spectre.
You were there, Doc. What was it like?
It was overwhelming at first, but it became a home.
I hear you, man. I wish I could have seen it.
Well, you got to see the superior model.
Hate giving Cerberus credit for anything, but I gotta say the SR2 beats the SR1. Hands down, from what I can tell.
Yeah, well, it's not hard to, as long as you have money, I guess, because... Yeah, just make it bigger, make it more high-tech, and how can you go wrong? How could you go wrong?
What happened?
Very chill little corner here. Except it kind of seems like Tally might already be drunk.
I have no idea what you're on about.
What are you guys talking about?
Tally was acting out the differences between the original Normandy and the SR2.
Acting?
I may have recorded it. And that recording may already have 6 million extranet hits and a fan site.
You better hope I never find you.
Yeah, but which one's better?
The SR2 is harder to perform. Does that make it better or worse?
The SR1 was a decent ship, but the SR2 gave the Normandy a fresh start. It made it something truly great.
Just look at what it accomplished. The SR2 made a good ship better.
The original Normandy was developed by the Turian Council and the Alliance. It's a symbol of cooperation between members of the galactic community. And we wouldn't be where we are now without it.
Oh, that's a hard one. Gotta go with the OG.
We wouldn't have the SR2 if it hadn't been for the original Normandy.
I'll never forget the time we spent on that ship. It meant a lot.
It meant a lot to me, too.
Yeah. So guys, how about that whole clone thing? That was weird, right?
I thought about it.
That felt a little bit like we were flirting in front of everybody. Yeah. But nowadays, Jacob, did you know they blocked off your room for no reason? I don't know why they did that. But your room's no longer there, unfortunately.
You know what I'm talking about? Whoa.
Oh god, I might actually. That what one sounds familiar. Have fun, guys.
The first Normandy brought us all together. I don't know where I'd be without it.
You would probably still be stuck inside that Prothean energy ball.
What?
When Shepard first met Liara, she was trapped inside it. What was it again?
It was a Prothean security device. I hit something I wasn't supposed to.
I'll act it out. Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help. I'm in the bubble.
That's funny.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, Liara being on the SR1. Before then, she was mainly a archaeologist, right? So she was used to living in crappy conditions, I guess. And all over the place. Kind of like a Quarian. Being here and then being there, being everywhere.
We gotta get this cranked up.
I guess the original Normandy is a classic.
Wish I could have seen it in action.
I think you would have liked it, James. It did come with its own Mako.
Nice.
Does he even know what that means? The one thing that didn't get upgraded.
Commander?
Hey, Shepard.
Tally. Alright. Oh, I wish we used this table. Let's play some games. Maybe not that space chest, though. Trainer's really good at it. Frighteningly so. Well, it's definitely a little bit quieter, but when it's quieter, you can think a little bit more, so you might have better conversations.
The party appears to be a success, Commander. Do you require anything further?
Oh, that's a hard one. Well, I did say I would make snacks, although dealing cards is nice too. Let's make snacks.
Sure. Edie mentioned she may want to cook something. Why don't you join her?
Of course. I am sure we will be capable of approximating an organic palette between the two of us.
Hey, Mr. Brooding.
Microfilament's the answer.
Oh my god.
Thinner the better. Tough to spot.
Yeah, a 5x5 grid across the glass should do the trick.
We'll do more than that.
Where is Zaid? Where is Zaid? Why are you guys still talking about this?
Garrus has it coming. This party's a prime target. No telling when trouble might show up.
I'm thinking a 12x12 grid of filament might be better.
Tighter clusters.
Provides maximum impact.
Nice.
God, okay, if you're actually gonna upgrade my apartment, then it's already too late because we're already here and we can't upgrade it right now.
Alright, Garrus, I gotta know. What are you doing?
Oh, nothing. Just, admiring the polish on this glass.
Oh my god.
Don't tell her. She won't understand.
Try me.
Oh, it's just, well, one man's decorative glass wall fixture is another man's explosive glass wall fixture.
Oh, now you're in for it.
Explosive?
Microfilaments, Shepard. Tiny strips of explosives laid across the glass in a grid. It's your first line of defense. When an intruder enters, hit the switch and boom! They're shredded to pieces.
Weaponized wall fixtures, Shepard. Wave of the future in home defense.
Uh-huh.
Trust me, if I had this back on Omega in my Archangel days, there'd be even more dead mercs.
If you say so. Just try not to scratch the finish.
And please don't explode my guests. I would like them to be alive. Thank you very much. Goodness, what a nerd. I knew he was always in the engine room, but this is really nerdy. Is everyone in the kitchen cooking? Oh, they're playing cards.
Is it done yet?
The recipe calls for more curry.
Are you sure? That seems like a lot.
The recipe is very specific. I have measured the proper volume to the nearest milligram.
Is it done now?
Grant.
I'm not disagreeing, Edie. I'm just saying that that's a lot of curry.
If we do not follow the recipe, we risk creating something that tastes offensive.
But recipes adapt over time as tastes change or as foods are carried to new cultures. Also, I'm allergic to curry.
Oh!
Are you gonna be done soon, or do I need to go eat a keeper?
Oh! Trainer, you should have said something! We gotta cook something else for you then. And Grunt, stop hassling the cooking people. Quit it, you big baby.
Everybody okay?
The entertainment efficiency of the party was falling due to inadequate food supplies.
Ouch.
Do not be concerned. I am compensating.
I just wanted her to heat something up. Now she's cooking.
With a vengeance.
Edie, I appreciate the help, but parties aren't about efficiency.
A party is a collective event among like-minded individuals. It requires teamwork and an understanding of group dynamics. You did not pass through the Omega-4 relay to assault the collector base without preparation. Why should this be any different?
Because it's a party, Edie. Nobody's gonna die if we do it wrong.
I'm really hungry, Shepard.
But if you were to ask a team member to select the music and you chose Jeff, The results would be disastrous.
I would never choose Jeff for the music.
No, I should do music.
I can help facilitate a positive environment.
I'll hold the line at the snack table.
Agreed. You see, Shepard? A party is a social construct that can be designed for maximum efficiency.
Well, good luck with that. Bring him back alive, Edie.
I've never heard Shepard call Joker Jeff before. I don't think so. Oh, cook something else for Trainer. Something other than curry.
Wow, these are actually good. Nicely done, Edie.
Will your curry allergy prove problematic, Specialist Trainer?
I'll be a little sick later. It happens.
You should have substituted coriander and cumin. What? What are you looking at?
Did you enjoy the taste of the appetizers, Grunt?
Maybe. I just shoved a whole plateful into my mouth.
Aww. Maybe Trainer ate it, even though she's allergic because it's made by Edie. Made by her beloved Edie.
Hello, Shepard.
You keep it pretty quiet, Shepard. Nobody's punched me yet. Not that I'd recommend it. Good to see the old gang again. Liara's looking good. I mean, you know.
What do you mean? Tell me more, huh?
I haven't fallen down yet. Time to step this up.
Okay, guys. Keep your EpiPen at the ready, Trainer, just in case.
Shepard?
I don't want any people dying from allergies in my party. Who's snoring?
Sure, Trainer. I'll have another. Totally worth it.
Is it the cheese? Did you have too much to drink?
At the very end.
Awesome sauce.
Well done.
Forget it.
All spinning.
Tally, you okay?
Yep. You want to see my tattoo?
I don't think you have a tattoo, Tally.
It's a hologram. Omni tattoo. Omni-tat. Omni-2. Under the suit. You know, for me. You want to know what it is? You wanna know? It's a pretty bird made of rainbows. It is flying out of the eye hole of a skull, being held in the mouth of a thresher maw with a naked woman holding a sword on its back. Because I'm hardcore, like Ezo. Jack suggested it.
Remind me to talk to Jack in the morning. Where'd you get the Omni tattoo anyway?
Down in the lower wards, near the bottom.
I meant where on your body.
So did I. Yeah, I heard that one from Liara.
Get some rest, Tally.
I was thinking why that sounded so familiar.
You're sure you okay, Tally?
Fine. Suit doesn't let me get overly drunk. Just have it all flushed out in a minute. Omni 2.
This is the quiet party too when Tally is dying.
It just smells like sweat. Why would you even ask that? Don't do that in my helmet. It just gunks up the filters. No, that gets broken down with Mass Effect fields. Those are just my hips.
What is happening?
Go for the optics, Chatika. Oh, Mr. Vakarian. I could use some help with my suit seals.
Garrus! Garrus, no! Come on, we gotta... No, I thought it was a prompt telling me to go talk to Garrus. Gosh, dang it! No! Tally, I'll help you. I'll help you.
So many efforts.
Did you actually get a tattoo? That tattoo sounded really complicated. I'd love to see it if...
Hello, Commander.
It's not actually down in the lower wards.
So many.
Ooh, got a big gang going on here.
I'll give that. You're a great pilot.
The best, but go on.
All I'm saying is that when it comes to shuttles, I got you beat. I think you said so yourself.
Ooh, shuttles. Only slightly less cool than dropping from the Normandy in a Mako. And I bet you couldn't handle the Normandy.
Wait, didn't you get the first one blown up?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't your fault, but yeah. Anybody in here?
I've got a blue wire here, a red one, a yellow one, and one that looks like vomit.
Describe the vomit one.
Purplish, like after too many shots of wrinkle.
Yeah, that's the one you want. Cross it with the blue one, and you're good.
Won't be saying the same for the fool who stumbles into this.
Zaid? What are you two doing? You and Garrus?
What are you up to now, Zaid?
Next time another clone of yours tries stealing your life, we'll have a nice little surprise rigged for them. Isn't that right, Garrus?
Spared no expense.
So, in walks your clone, takes a look around, sees this great hot tub and says to themselves, hey, I fancy a dip.
Big mistake.
Huge. The minute they put so much as a toe in the water, a timer starts counting down.
To what?
Armageddon. 30 seconds later, this baby heats right up.
And then what?
You ever swim a few laps on the surface of the sun? No. Well, your clone will be. That'll teach him.
But what if I want to use the hot tub?
Covered that. It's key to your DNA.
But a clone would have the same DNA as me.
Goddamned clone. So, Garrus, scratch the hot tub. I've got a few ideas about that coffee maker downstairs, though.
Guys, stop rigging up my home and trying to kill me. There's not going to be any more clones, hopefully. Your hot tub idea, even if it works, I feel like I would... I'd still want to add a few more people into the hot tub DNA list, if you know what I mean. You're making it too restrictive for me. What if I want to add a person a day?
So the first Normandy kind of evaporated.
I liked that one.
There were some tough fights back then.
Those were battles to remember. A maniac running loose.
I think so too.
Death putting people on spikes.
Yeah, don't remind me. Never thought I'd be part of the crew that defeated a deranged plant monster.
What was that rogue Spectre Saren like?
Oh, totally crazy. Walked around like a marauder, glowing eyes and everything. And yet the council still didn't believe Shepard. Hey, did I ever tell you about the time I saved the Normandy single-handed?
Yeah, right.
That's true.
For sure. I was there. I'll vouch for him.
Collectors boarded the Normandy. I only had a minute to come up with something to take them down.
So you unshackled an AI. Always a good plan.
I don't hear anyone complaining about Edie now.
Yes, we're all glad she didn't turn out to be an evil robot.
Weren't you complaining earlier about how she smashed her face in?
We're losing focus. Edie wasn't a robot back then. And when the collectors took over, she was still shackled. So it was me, saving the Normandy by myself, single-handed.
Yes, you did.
Good man.
You ain't gonna get any more drinks here, Joker. You can get whatever you want anyway. No restrictions.
This is completely what I needed. Just hanging out. No crazy stuff.
That kind of sounds like she might regret hooking up with James in the alternate universe. In the real universe.
Just thinking about the people who can't be here.
Yeah.
Everything's been great, Shepard.
Great.
Everything's been great, Shepard.
Earlier, we were talking about the Normandy SR-1 being a joint project between the Turian Council and the Alliance, and then I was thinking, well, if that's the case, then I feel like we should have had some sort of official Turian presence on the ship. Like, Garrus is a Turian, but he wasn't part of anything official. We just had him because he's our friend, but yeah. Just seems like maybe we should have something else going on there.
Wonderful party, Shepard. I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Glad you came.
Strange to see everyone in one place. Perfect, really.
Sorry we don't even have enough seats for you guys.
Hey, Shepard.
In this version, we miss out on the whole Miranda and Jack thing, which I'm very sad about. Alright guys, what's going on in the...
So many effort.
Oh god, Tally. What's going on in the game room?
Commander?
Oh, Glyph.
Would you care for a memento of this evening, Commander? My surveillance systems include state-of-the-art cameras.
Not just yet. Ooh, you need one more?
You're bluffing.
Don't be so sure. I got a pretty good poker face.
I can tell when someone is hiding something from me.
Right. Anyway, now we put our cards on the table.
It is foolish to reveal secrets to the enemy.
It's part of the game, and we're not enemies. Hey, you want me to deal you in on the next one? I bet you'd be good at this.
No.
See, that right there. Perfect poker face.
What are you talking about?
You're still doing it.
Javik, well, I'm glad to see you're giving it a chance. Give our little primitive games a chance, alright?
Commander, can you believe Doc's never played poker?
How are the lessons going?
The Asari still refuses to take risks. Victory does not come without cost.
You're not even playing.
Doc's not much of a gambler.
Be glad we are not participating in one of the games from my cycle. You would all lose horribly.
Aw, be nice to Liara. You're going to have your hands full with me anyway.
Adios. How long have you been there?
Well, my willingness to gamble aside, this has been a wonderful evening, Shepard.
Glad you guys are having fun.
Who's winning?
It's nice to see people relax and let their guards down. I'll try not to take advantage.
Time spent being idle? Do you fear the crew will grow soft, Commander?
I think everyone could use the break.
This from the Asari who buries herself in studying Protheans day and night.
Good to know bickering like an old married couple has not changed since your cycle.
Enjoy your game, guys. And I'd keep an eye on Liara if I were you.
Give me a few more rounds and you might not have anything left to wager.
Now this game is getting more interesting.
Did you just say Javik and Liara like an old married couple? If it weren't for Shepard being here, something interesting could happen over there. Kind of like Miranda and Jack. But I am here, so...
So, what games did you play in your cycle?
Good question. You don't exactly strike me as Mr. Playful.
There was one game. It has no name in your language. 3 teams met in the arena. Their strength, agility, loyalty, all were tested. The winners were honored, while those that lost...
You didn't, sacrifice the losers, did you?
Your cycle allows them to live?
Well...
I will never tire of tricking the primitives. That is a game I enjoy playing.
You are such an asshole, Javik, but I caught on this time. I realized you were doing the same thing you do every day, every time.
You're cleaning me out, Doc.
Weren't you the one who wanted me to bet more?
You're quite determined when you want something, aren't you? You know, Liara, if you're ever looking for a new line of work, I bet we could have all sorts of fun.
What about me?
I usually work with people who are a bit more... subtle.
Hey, I can be subtle.
Are you whistling?
Nice to see that Kazumi's actually interacting with people instead of phasing in and out. Just stay there and play cards.
Commander?
Interact. Socialize.
Why? What happened?
Alright, well, good luck. Earlier they were saying that Liara is very determined to get the stuff that she wants, and I'm like thinking, yeah, of course, she's so determined that she would bring my dead corpse to some random people to rebuild me. That's...
Hello, Shepard.
When you put it positively, you could call it determination.
We just have to wait for another one of them clones to stumble in.
Of course, when this glass goes, the plants probably won't survive.
Plants are overrated. You can always get oxygen from a tank.
Guys, quit fiddling with my house. Leave it alone.
So, what do we do now, Zaid?
I'm telling you, that kitchen's a gold mine of possibilities. Another clone drops by, might fancy a bite to eat.
Rig the refrigerator.
Why stop there? Who says a kitchen faucet's just for water? Cyanide's a liquid too, you know.
Leave the fridge alone, guys. Leave my house alone. I want to stay here without dying too.
Shepard.
All right. I think it's time to round y'all up. Come on. Come over here for the big group photo.
Hey, everyone! Come over here for a minute. Let's get a photo to remember this. Arrange yourselves on the sofa.
An excellent suggestion, Shepard.
Great idea. I want a copy.
Make way! Make way!
Thanks for coming, everyone. Here's to us. Ready, Glyph?
Of course. If you could all please direct your attention this way.
Okay, everyone say Normandy.
Normandy!
Oh, what a night. But look who's here.
Is it morning already?
Yeah, and it's a perfect one. Let's see if anyone else is up.
Thought you were driving them home. They all stayed over? Team spirit. Asset update for the Normandy.
Shepard, hope you're well. New mission on Tuchanka could end things. Made preparations. Asked friends in STG to leave this with you next time you were off duty. Some of my older work. Performances, stories, merely entertainment. But entertainment useful at times. Good luck.
Oh, Morden. Yeah, we've been focused on Thane, but Morden.
In prophase you see chromatins condensed to chromosomes. In metaphase their centromeres align to make new homes. In anaphase they separate, then telophase arrives. And when cytokinesis comes, two cells lead separate lives.
That could be a great way to remember stuff for a test or something.
Hello, Perry the Pajak. Happy to be here. Science fun today, very respected. Education of youth vital for future. Now, children, science key to advancement, but can seem esoteric, indirect. Practical demonstration helps. Release the Varen.
Oh God.
Native to Tuchanka. Dangerous predator, but can be incapacitated with common household chemicals. Observe. Wait, please move Perry the Pajak away from Varen. Puppets similar to prey could trigger attack instinct. Ah. Problematic. Suggest going limp. Struggling counterproductive. Sedative should stop it. Or not. Ah. Not attacking. Mating instinct, of course. See, children? Key to science is testing hypotheses, making observations. Next hypothesis? Attempt neural shock. Ah, neural shock clearly effective. Perry the Pajak also clearly made of flammable material. Any questions?
Oh God. Well, I'd never thought that Morden would work well with children because he speaks very fast and maybe uses some technical terms, but not really, not that many technical terms. He knows how to explain things when he has to. Is he kind of like the galactic Bill Nye the Science Guy? Oh my God.
Glycine, valine, leucine, isoleucine, alanine. They all are aliphatic, so you will not see a ring. The lone human amino acid with one is proline. From protein we are formed. With two hydroxyl groups you'll find serine and threonine. For sulfur look to cysteine or to methionine. For bases you have arginine, lysine, and histidine. From protein we are formed. Now the aromatics! Tryptophan and tyrosine and phenylalanine. Aspartic and glutamic are both acids as we've seen. For amide C, asparagine, and also glutamine. From protein we are formed.
I know there's probably a reason why they're all named that way, maybe some Latin or Greek roots or whatever, but all of them end with "-ine", so that doesn't really help with memorization.
Omega. Sky was color of VidCam tuned to a dead Vorcha. Business so bad that if Volus would have sold my suit. Then troubled Doppler shifted Deep Asari blue as it came through my door. Likely Elcor father. High gravity adapted in all right places. Asari said Krogan thug after her business. If could get rid of him, said she'd be grateful for all eternity. Found Krogan in slums. First shot hit primary heart, but Krogan have redundant nervous system. Felt redundant, nervous myself. Krogan got me in stranglehold. Used incineration attack. Got lucky. Said this was an easy job, he gasped. Guess we'd both been burned. Asari very grateful. Could read her like open book. And as it happened, did enjoy reading. In bed.
Whoa.
Woke up looking at barrel of pearl-handled Carnifex. My M98 in another room. Another Black Widow standing over me. Only loose end left, she said. Her mistake. Didn't know I'd been in STG. Learned tricks dirty enough to clog a Quarian suit filter. Your barrier's very similar to your morals, I said, and threw my biotic grenade. Warped. When woke up from explosion, Asari had fled back to Afterlife. Felt lucky not to be in Afterlife myself. Hadn't been paid, but considered self-fortunate. Had broken Omega's one rule, in more ways than one.
Wait, is the Asari Arya? Oh my god. All this happened on Omega, and he said he broke Omega's rule in ways more than one. Oh god. Okay, wow, that's new information. But I can see how people are attracted to Morden. He's very intelligent and quite special and unique. Although I never got the impression that Morden was interested in stuff like romance and relationships and sex. I thought he was married to science, but maybe not as much as I thought he was.
Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. Maybe next time. Until then, we'll stick to patter songs.
Aww.
In prophase you see chromatins condensed to chromosomes. In metaphase...
Oh my god, what? Why are you in this room?
Is it time to rule the galaxy now? Kneel before Javik. I had a dream. 50,000 years had passed. It was horrible. I was alone. Primitives had evolved. They ruled the galaxy. Solarians, Turians, the Asari.
Maybe you should just slide over to the tub, Javik.
There was one. Liara. She had those eyes and that voice.
What?
She was blue. No, it was just a dream.
What? Whoa, okay. I didn't know you felt that way about Liara. Do I have to worry? Well, I don't think she well, Liara can get kind of obsessive about Protheans, though. I don't know, maybe I gotta be careful here.
I smell primitives. It was no dream.
No, get in the tub, have a wash. A little bit creepy though, we were just sleeping here and you were apparently on the floor right next to us. Oh, hey guys, good morning.
Did we, break anything last night? I don't suppose you need anything around here. Calibrated. Yeah, okay, maybe I should just stop saying that word, but only if Liara stops saying, by the goddess.
The way he did that little squeak. We didn't eat any of the sushi. Oh my god, sashimi is bad. You can't leave it out like that. It'll go bad because it's raw fish. Guys.
Good thing this place has extra bathrooms. Miranda takes forever to do her hair. You'd think with her genes, she wouldn't need to.
I might actually agree with that because Miranda styles her hair? It's just... Okay, whatever. It's Miranda.
Was someone making tea? I could use some tea.
Samara back to her meditation already.
The apartment seems so quiet now.
Yeah.
The apartment seems so quiet now.
Good morning, Samara.
Shepard, good morning. I want to thank you for inviting me here. It was good to see everyone again. I hope you enjoyed your evening as well.
This little spot here wasn't really meant to be a meditation spot, but hey, if you can find some use out of it. Hey, Tally.
I am going to die.
The cheese?
I didn't know you could go through that many toxin filters in one night.
Oh, God. So nothing happened between you and Garrus?
Do I have a tattoo? I remember something about a tattoo. Don't get me wrong. Great party, but... yeah. I'll just be here. Right here. Forever.
Get some rest, Tally. Maybe it's not even time for us to go back to the Normandy just yet. Anyone making breakfast?
Some neighbors came by last night to complain about the noise. I put their bodies in the building incinerator.
What? That better be a joke, Edie.
That was a joke. I have nothing else to report. I recommend breakfast.
Anyone making anything?
Morning, Shepard. Hope you slept well. Oh, I would have thought all those tequila shots with James would have prepared me for last night. What a night. Wish it never ended.
I know, right?
Thanks, Shepard. Thanks, Shepard.
Morning, Zaid.
Shepard, good to see you up. Hope I didn't wake anyone up with my snoring. I go like a buzzsaw since I got my nose broke. By the way, you're almost out of bacon. Our bacon, anyway. There's still some of that dextrose shit in the freezer. I saved you 3 strips. Figured it was fair payback for all the times you saved mine, right?
Thanks. Feel like with this many people here, there's a very real chance that somebody will just eat the wrong food accidentally.
Shepard?
I see someone's cooking breakfast. Thank you, James.
Been a while since I hit the hard stuff. About time. You live past 700. You start paying for a night like that the next morning.
Oh, yeah. I bet.
Hey, Commander. Hell of a night. So I've managed not to throw up. Feeling pretty good about that. Oh, if everyone could just not talk so loudly, that would be great. Or close the cupboards too loud. Or walk too loud. You know, just think quiet thoughts. Still fun, though.
Oh. I'm pretty sure Trainer was looking elsewhere before. I kind of... Oh, what? How come she gets the couch of all the people? It's a little bit... She's like third wheeling the couch. I feel bad. I love Trainer. And there's Edie and Joker. Everybody's happy. Oh, even Kasumi's in the picture. Thank you for showing up. Grunt? Oh, Grunt woke up in time. Thank goodness. It was a hell of a night. Let's see. Kasumi?
Morning, Chef. You went all out with the breakfast supplies.
It was James and Garrus. They went grocery shopping.
I didn't know you could get real milk on the Citadel. I had some. Thought it was soy. I'm not really lactose intolerant. I just don't put up with lactose's stupid drama. In case I don't see you again, thanks. That was a lot of fun.
Well, don't say that. Of course I'll see you again.
I should go. Stupid dairy products.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I'm developing an allergy to dairy stuff these days.
Hey.
And I love cheese, so it's really horrible. Did we drink that much? Oh my god, that's a lot of bottles. Hey, Sam.
So, last night, I didn't do anything, did I?
I don't know, did you?
I'm checking extranet sites. No hits yet, so maybe I just imagined that last part. I'm almost sure someone was recording us, though. Oh, I should probably talk to Edie. Or alternatively, I should never talk to Edie ever again. It's not my fault. I was overserved. Hey. Hey.
You sound sleepy. Maybe you should go back and get a little bit of rest. No? Oh, guys. What the hell was that noise? Whoa, you guys are rowdy.
Shepard, I was just going to lift some weights. Want to join?
No.
I feel fantastic. How about everyone else? 1,085.
What?
1,086. 1,087.
Kazumi?
Shepard?
You're missing out, Kazumi.
Shepard?
Hey, you look like shit.
Thanks.
You know the best part of an overcharged biotic amp? No hangovers.
Oh, really? Is that why both of you are not... I mean, you're not... You have a regular amp?
Even normal biotics get hangovers, but I can drink until I puke and still wake up just peachy. That was fun. You guys even kept up with me there for a while. Hey.
Do you have to get that changed out or anything? Like maintenance on the amp and all that?
Hey.
Eventually? Man, being a doctor in the galactic community sounds tough.
I think I broke my head on something last night. Bathroom is all cleaned up, Shepard. Good as new.
Thank you, Grunt.
Shepard.
Morning, Shepard. I had a lovely time last night.
With Jack? Filming some vids? No? Maybe that's what Trainer thought she did.
I see everyone survived the festivities, more or less. Good tea.
How are you two doing, huh?
Shepard? Morning. I need a floor to curl up on. Oh, not so loud. Hey. Hey.
Thank you for cooking, James.
Okay, who wants eggs? They
Oh!
are. Eggs. Trainer. Esteban. Eggs. Joker. Where is that guy? Ash, come on. I promised you eggs. Rex. Buddy. Eggs. Tally. She'll definitely want eggs.
I want
Janet,
eggs.
Man, you gotta try my eggs. Anyone else? Miranda. Shepard. Eggs. Shepard. Shepard.
Thank you. Thank you for cooking. You're the only responsible person here. A little bit surprised you're not hungover. But maybe that's part of the whole top physical shape thing. Don't ruin your body by staying up too late. Don't drink too much alcohol. Okay. Is it time? Is it finally time? Oh my god, the mission is gone. Oh, okay. All good things must come to an end. Maybe it's time to take off my hoodie too. It's back to the, military gear. Guys, see you all back on the ship. Thank you, furniture store lady.
I've bought several items from the catalog myself.
Okay, you don't have to sell it so hard. Okay, I get it, it's great. Well, thank you, Silver Sun Strip. Thank you, apartment. It's been a wild ride.
Looks exactly the same as the others.
That's exactly the point. Other than a couple...
Duty calls, huh? Even with a hangover?
There's still a war on.
Unless the Reapers are on shore leave too?
I'm guessing they're not. Round everyone up, pass out the aspirin, and have them report to the Normandy.
You got it.
I suppose it's back to the fight.
At least we threw one hell of a party. Probably the last one.
You may be right. But whatever happens, I know you'll see this through. And I'll be right there with you. We've been through a lot, haven't we? But it's been a good ride.
The best.
Oh, God.